Start recording. Okay, YouTube, what's up, YouTube? How we doing? We can talk about this. We're talking about why do cross-dressing men flourish under capitalism, under a cis, heteronormative, patriarchal structure. Because people hate women to the degree that they would rather see a guy who looks like a woman than a woman who, I mean, not me specifically, but a woman who used to live as a guy. As soon as you cross over and say that you're trans, people treat you very differently. As soon as, like, this guy's got his male privilege hanging on by a thread. But as soon as you come out as trans and just let go, as soon as you cut that male privilege, that pause, nothing like that, everybody relax, chat. But as soon as you get rid of that male privilege, people start treating you way worse. You start getting less traction online. The algorithm starts favoring you less. People who hate on people like this, like this, start actually hating on you and actually wanting your existence to stop existing. So we're gonna watch, you know, honestly, she passes better than me, so let's be real here for a second.
Along those lines. And I will also
How's audio? Oh wait, no, hold on, I made this quiet, that's why the audio is bad.
reason behind the actions I'm taking. I'm also filming this on my birthday. In this video, I'll be addressing all the allegations, such as am I trans, gay, or anything along those lines. And I will also explain you the reason behind the actions I'm taking. I'm also filming this on my birthday, October 13th, so yeah, an amazing day to talk about this stuff. Let's start with the simple stuff. Am I gay, trans, or anything along those lines? The answer is no. But Vlad, why do you dress so much?
Money.
Well, because it's what you want to watch. Let me explain. Any piece of content...
And people want to watch a man dress up like a woman instead of a woman. Right? Think about that, right? I'm trans. You can see I look kind of buff for some fucking reason. But like, people, you see what I mean by that? You see
that I do not appear as a girl, right off the bat gets like 60 to 70% less clicks. That means even if it's the best video in the world, people will still not give it the chance just because I'm not dressed up. Why is that important? I wanna make amazing videos, but those videos require budget, and some of them I'm already making, but realistically you won't see them for another 2, maybe 3 years.
And additionally, no hate to this creator. This person is just existing in the world and looks fishier than I do. I mean, let's be real.
Yes, I film and plan very ahead. As I mentioned, those videos require big budgets. In order to get the big budgets, I must first make videos that you wanna click on. In fact, I put over 90% of anything I make back into content. For reference, these are my current bank accounts. Considering I made over $250,000 and I'm left with something around 10k, which by the way I'm also spending in the next days on other videos, kinda proves my point. I really don't care about money or fame.
Like, people want to watch a man dress up like a woman instead of a woman. That's the society that we live in right now. Right? And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because this is new. This is new. Trannies on YouTube? I mean, not like passing princess fucking, you know, like dolls. Like, I'm talking about I am trans. I'm very, like, forward about the fact that I'm trans, and it's a pro-trans space that I'm trying to, anyway.
Just wanna make the best videos I possibly can. Another allegation that I get a lot is that I'm going too far. That's not the case. The only reason you believe that's the case is because you are used to other creators who are essentially farming their audience for money. Other creators are simply very lazy, so they don't work much at all, and other creators are simply to try anything. Therefore, when a Vlad comes along and works 24/7 on his craft, it looks like he's going too far. But in reality, I'm not even dressing up that often. Yes, 99% of my videos is me dressed up, but I film only about 30% of the time. The other 70 I'm just on my computer editing, which is something you don't see. Realistically, outside of the filming hours, my life is incredibly boring. All I do is sit on the computer and edit. And if you don't believe the statement I made about
Do you sit on the computer dressed femme or dressed mask? Let's ask that.
The majority of other creators, well, trust me, I've spoken to way too many creators, and I can assure you that's the case. Obviously there are exceptions, as in everything in life, but there are not that many exceptions. But you see, I wanna innovate, I wanna try things that other people simply will not do. I wanna make videos that are gonna be watched for years and years to come, because they're not just a cash grab. For example, my IRL videos, I feel like they're a great example of something that cannot be replicated.
What are these videos? Sorry, I don't mean to... Has $1 million subs,
This is...
right? Oh, it's just Omegabait. So it's okay, so this is my issue with this kind of content, right? Omegabait content, my issue with it, and I think a lot of y'all will agree with this, is that it's playing into the transphobic stereotype of, wow, woman, and there's a man behind it, right?
Hey, baby.
Hey,
Beautiful, mommy.
thank you.
Mommy, beautiful.
Mm.
And I can't make content like this because I'm actually a woman, you know? I think hot take, I think this might be worse for trans people than Lily Tino. I haven't thought about that. I haven't let the gears cook, you know, but right, this kind of content.
I love you, puppy.
Now it is revealed man, and now we get to see the reaction. This normalizes this behavior. This behavior, taught to a cisgender society, hurts trans women. Because men are expecting for the joke to now be on them. Right? Men are expecting this interaction.
No?
Oh,
Great! No! You are being my brother, sleep with me!
No, it's against my will. Fuck you.
All against your will. You have no will with me. You're gonna...
Do I think that you can do cross... Right? But people don't think about that. And this is a cis man cross-dressing in such a way that I believe it hurts the trans community. And he won't stop.
No.
No, it's ghost.
I mean, it's funny.
No, it's meow.
What? What's wrong with you? Meow.
We seriously want these videos to be watched for years to come. Years to come. This is the content that, you know, this is like Parasite, like the movie Parasite, like...
Gonna feel the Vladimir inside out. You're gonna know why they call me Vladimir the Impaler, little Arabic man.
You do... what do you do for a living?
I do gaming.
Gaming, okay. I'm playing CS2 and Dota 2.
I play Valorant.
And streaming, you get money from stream?
Yes, on Twitch.
Can you send me to watch you?
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, brother, so...
And now we get to see the reveal, right? Because then people interact with this kind of content. They might go on a date or something with a trans woman, and then they act with violence towards trans women because they've been conditioned by this.
I send you link now, yes?
Lol.
Lol.
You
That's
gonna
funny.
support me or
Lol.
what?
It's fake, right?
Yes, it's when I press this button.
Look, when I leave it, it's like this.
You know, voice training's on point though.
And then I press it and it's like this. It's crazy, right?
Oh my god.
And this is the same thing that you know, it's too early to talk about. This is the same stuff that Finster does, or like did, I think, right? Like, yeah. I'm a girl, but I'm actually a guy, see? It's bad for trans people. Like, it actually is.
And simply shows a social problem through comedy. Because in my opinion, showing any kind of problem through comedy is the best way to go. Because people will watch and will remember at whatever they laughed
But
at.
what's the problem?
And specifically for this,
The problem is that trans women are getting... That's the problem. And are you going to talk about that? No. No, you're not. Yeah, it frames everything through a sexualization. Exactly. It's yes. And you know, I just want to live my life. But I have to be dolled up, right?
example, harassment towards women is something that we all have heard of, but before my videos there wasn't really a way you can prove as to how often or how much that happens.
What the... I just listen to a woman, maybe? Ask a woman? What do you mean there's no way to... Bro, are we for real, bro? We for real. There's no way to ask about harassment for reals, bro. Never. Women have never said like.
The dumbest thing is that I get some people saying those videos are fake. Because once again, they're used to YouTubers who just fake their stuff over and over again. And also probably live in their own little world when they don't see the realities of life, I am assuming. One of the videos I wanna make that really do make a difference is gonna be my life story. And I seriously believe that it is capable of inspiring millions and millions of people. But in order for it to do that, it firstly needs to be able to reach those millions and millions of people. Which, if they don't click on my videos to begin
What's your life story?
with just because I'm not dressed up as a girl, is not gonna serve the purpose. And the reason I'm saying that is because there are many things you don't know about me. I've had quite an insane life not many people know about, and I've been through most of the stuff you can probably name. Deaths, assassinations, poverty to the point where we barely had bread to eat, which as a child that's pretty devastating.
Yeah, and now we talk about this. Okay, we're gonna talk about this at a bit of a level that's a bit... It's the system. It's capitalism. And I know I sound annoying talking about this like this, but living under poverty is capitalism. Forcing this guy to do whatever he can to survive so that people can hear his story. His life is, and like, I don't hate him. I have no issue with him, right? Somebody was gonna be him eventually. Eventually, there was gonna be a guy in living in poverty who would realize that he could dress up like a girl, like a very beautiful girl, and farm that for content, right? In order to survive. And he's surviving. That's why I'm not mad at him. That's why, like, I'm sitting here like, oh, you know, this is bad for trans people. Yeah, whatever. I can talk about it from my perspective, but he's surviving, you know? And so it's the system is doing this because we live under a patriarchy, right? The system is structured in this way. There was always going to be a him. There was always going to be a Vlad. There was always going to be a Finster. My issue with some other creators is how they frame things as trans or they bait for trans, you know, but I live my trans life and my life is incredibly difficult because I'm trans. You know? It's not a thing I can use for clicks. It's real to me. It's real. It's every day. And so, you know,
domestic violence, and with this I'm just touching the surface, trust me. So I seriously believe that
thank you.
I do have the means to inspire people to try for a better tomorrow. I just need the power to
Money.
actually transfer that message
Capital is
successfully.
power.
Because realistically, fame, the money,
Yeah.
I've seen creators who care about just about those things, and to say I'm
that's some lame
disgusted
shit.
would
That's
be
really some lame
the least. Especially since all they care about is their fame and money, they don't care about the fans, which those are the responsible for the position.
You know what I've had? Sorry to interrupt Vlad again. I've talked to people. The reason I know who this creator is because I've talked to people, and I've been like, I'm trans, and they'll be like, oh, like Vlad. No, I'm trans. I'm like actually final fucking boss trans. Yeah, that's how I know who Vlad is. People online, or maybe I don't know if it was online. It might have been like my cousin or something. Like, oh, I saw these videos. You know? Oh, like I'm so serious.
Those creators are in right now. In fact, I used to be one of those fans years ago, and that's why I promised to myself that no matter what, no fan of mine is gonna have a bad experience meeting me. I'm always gonna be there to give 100% of what I can possibly give, no matter how tired I am, how bad I'm feeling, or anything else. I'll always be there to make sure that fans know that I appreciate them. Also, I found this clip of me from 4 years ago.
I'm shooting this video in 2020. Everything is going downhill right now. My father recently passed away. I have exactly €0 in my bank account, €0 on me, so I'm pretty much as broke as it gets. I was pretty much stabbed in the back by... I don't know why, honestly I don't know why, I don't even know why I'm making this video right now, but I want you guys to know that on my channel right now I have 160 subscribers. I barely get any views on my videos right now, so things will change. See ya in a few years.
Another thing that I really get a lot is that it's not just a persona, I like it, or stuff like that. Well, obviously I'm acting.
This is drag. So we understand the queer theory behind it. This is drag. This is a drag performance. That's what kind of art this is. The medium of art that this is drag.
So whether I show that I'm scared in the video, in reality, I'm not really scared. Or whether I act way too girly, let's say, in a video, I just do it because I think it's gonna make the video either more funny or more interesting, or it's gonna add to the video. Just like this video, for example, where I'm acting drunk. In reality, I hate alcohol.
Why is she so fishy though? Like what? Like I can't get that fishy. I need to get tips from Vlad.
Never drink, and I have been sober for basically my entire life. And why do I go so far to act on every single detail? Because the videos are real and there are no take-twos. But since I make so many of you believe that it's not just a persona and that I like it and stuff like that, that means I'm a great actor. Therefore, Marvel, come on, don't be shy, send the invitation, cast me. Jokes aside, just to prove the point that if I'm not dressed like this, people don't really click it, this, for example, is one of my best videos in my opinion. I put my heart and soul into it. And the people who actually sit and watch it reflect that thing in the comments. What do I mean by that? It's almost an entire hour of a video, and on the first minute, 75% of the people are gone. You know why? Because they click, oh, it's not an Omegle troll video, oh, he's not dressed as a girl, I'm out. But the people who sat and watched at least 1 minute of the video got hooked in the storyline and watched the entire hour video. I mean, I'm not making it up. Look at the retention graph. It's flat on a 1 hour video. Anyhow, I'll keep giving you what you wanna see to a certain extent, but I will also experiment with different kinds of videos both on my main channel and my other channels. Which, speaking of, let me give you a full list. Because probably many of you are probably watching this video not even on YouTube, but on TikTok or Instagram, so...
That's what, you know,
First of all, we got the main channel, maximum effort, maximum budget, maximum everything. Secondly, we have the extra channel, which is basically the same theme as the main, but anything that I don't consider top-notch clip, I throw it in the extra instead of the main one. Vlog channel. Stuff that I do IRL that I consider cool, sometimes related with the main channel videos, some other times not, but I really wanna do more videos as my normal self, let's say, and that's exactly where I'm gonna be posting them. V&S Couple, a couple channel of me and my girlfriend Samantha. Sadly, I'm a workaholic, I work 24/7, so we don't get to spend much time together. Thankfully, at least we work together, so it's not like we're far apart, but we don't spend quality or fun time together per se. So I feel like this channel is gonna help us do more stuff together, whether it's fun, cringe, or whatever. Gaming channel. Ever since a kid I loved gaming, but as time went on I had to start working, then I got hooked into YouTube, so I never really had the time that I wanted to play the games that I loved.
I think it's what gets clicks. So think about, are trans people a thing that most people, besides know about in general, want to know about? I think in the last presidential race, it was like, can we stop talking? Can we forget about trans people? Trans people should just be a thing that you just, when you're a teenager, you just go, oh shit, I'm trans, and then you go to the doctor, they give you the meds, you sort of flip-flop over gender for transsexual binary people, right? And then you don't have to deal with it. And then you get to live a fruitful rest of your life. But you get to live a fruitful rest of your life. But because of the society we live in now and how politicized it is, how politicized being trans is, it's this whole thing. It shouldn't be a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal that I'm trans. It shouldn't. But it kind of is. And that's really inconvenient for me. But I think it's about money. And it's about, YouTube puts Mr. Beast videos up front, right? They put Mr. Beast videos up front. And so it's about retention. You might actually have to sit and be present with a trans person talking about their transness. And a lot of people don't want to do that. I don't think YouTube specifically is like, an evil corporation doing, let's make sure that trans people don't get any traction. There are trans content creators who have large platforms. There for real are, right? But Mr. Beast, yeah, but like, what the doll who was on Mr. Beast was on some fuck shit, or maybe wasn't. Maybe that was all. Maybe that was like that was a setup job, because hey, it's causing problems. Let's get you out of here. Who knows? Who knows? So what genuine trans content in the algorithm? I mean, I think, and then it becomes on its trans community, and then I think you got to share it through trans community. Hey, have you seen this video? Send people videos. I'll upload this, shoot that around. I'm trying to grow this so that there's a doll who really is about her fucking shit, a doll who is worth her salt on the internet. That's my goal. I don't finding trans people that hard on YouTube. Well, I mean, if you search up like trans or whatever, but that's your YouTube algorithm. Look at this for a second, right? If I look up trans because of the videos I've watched, what? Donald Trump, right? Fox News comes up, right? The Simone Biles, I don't know that news. Alright, Pride Month is a positive content. That might be something we could watch later, honestly. Like, hate videos on Lily Tino, Blair White on some shit, right? More Lily Tino hate videos. This content creator who strikes me as inauthentic in some way that I can't really put my finger on, but I don't know. Sus to me. I'm sure if I met her in real life, I'm sure she'd be cool and whatever, but something's suspicious about her content. It's like, okay, it's like the commodification. My other issue with stuff like this is the commodification of transness, right? Something wicked this way comes? Yeah. Is like, commodifying transness, selling it. You don't pay with your money, you pay with your attention. Selling it back to a community, right, who's already really poor, doesn't have time, attention. Trans a lot of survival, right? And so you're selling transness back to cis people, and now all of a sudden we have tons of cishet people. This content creator I think is pretty chill though. I like this brand of like, I'll sell you my transness for $3. Like, kind of. Yeah, it's like, oh well, like I wonder what the ratio of like cis people to trans people is. But you know, it's also, this is the kind of stuff that gets clicks. But yeah, like her and oh, what's her face? Like Samantha Lux, I think is her. Yeah, like Samantha Lux, like this type of T-girl I'm cool with. Sort of more of like a vlog girly pop channel that happens to be trans. You know? More trans hate. This is not trans related. This is just gay. Cis people making a video about polyamory. This is supposed to freak people out. This is like more hate videos. You know, would eat as a doll, honestly. Yeah, Blair White. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your algorithm might be good, but a lot of people's aren't. You know? And so it's either hate content or packaging transness in a box and selling that back to your own community in the form of time, and then, you know, profiting off that. You're profiting off your own community instead of pulling everybody up. You know? That's why we're the cis people saying clock it all the time. Saying, oh, clock that T, hunty. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you... Like, you know what I mean? Like... But whatever. Well, let's finish this out. Another 2 minutes. I'll
So
try not to
now
be
I'm
balls
finally gonna be
crazy.
doing that, and I'm gonna be posting the videos on that channel, and I'm gonna be live. This one is gonna be a little bit tricky because it started off as a thirst trap channel to see how well that's gonna go for a different YouTube video challenge I was making, but I ended up being, let's say, more creative. For example, I created a reality show, basically a parody of a reality show such as the Kardashians, but for my character Natalie. And I'm gonna be in character for every single video on the channel, so
honestly
keep that
kind
in
of
mind
impressive.
as you watch the videos. The React channel. You don't really need context about that, I just react to stuff. And finally, I have a mystery channel, which is...
I will say quickly, the value proposition for my internet thing that I'm doing is... I forgot. Wait, fuck. Is time... Is this a back and forth, right? I stream, y'all are here. We grow. We flourish, hopefully together. Because I don't need a lot of things. Ideally, but I don't know. I need to make sure that this... I hate what is happening in the world right now, and I want to...
one of the projects I mentioned before that you're gonna see in 2, maybe 3 years. But in my honest opinion, I feel like it's gonna be...
Like, I don't want to, like, package my transness, you know? And you could make that argument about this content. But it's more, I'm trying to, like, hold space. That's what I'm saying. Hold space for trans women. Because it's tough. You know, these dolls don't have, like, healthy home environments or whatever. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, thank you.
one of the biggest social experiments on the internet.
As ethically as I can, let's say.
But if you magically find the channel, it's gonna make zero sense, because quite frankly right now there is not even English content on it. But that's also in the plan and serves the purpose of the social experiment. And once that's out in probably 3 years, I guess, the internet is gonna break. If you thought Nicocado Avocado was 2 steps ahead, then you're in for a big surprise and a mind beyond your belief. If you made it to this point in the video, you're one of the few people who did. So I would like to thank you so much for these 2 years,
Thank
for
you
the
too,
crazy
Vlad.
support of...
You know, surviving, and that's hurting dolls low-key. But, you know, everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this. Thank you for listening to my opinions. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, send me a pizza, Check out Twitch. Check out Twitch. Check out TikTok. TikTok is already banning me left and right, but whatever. Thank you so much for your time. Love you. Take care. Be safe. Stay safe. Love you.